Today, we delve into the intricate domain of psychosocial hazards, a topic often overlooked but crucial in ensuring workplace well-being. What exactly are psychosocial hazards? What makes it different from psychological hazards? It is important to differentiate between psychological and psychosocial hazards in order to effectively address workplace risks. Psychological hazards primarily refer to factors in the workplace environment that may cause harm to a person's mental health or well-being. These hazards are typically related to the design of the job, organizational practices, working conditions, and the overall work environment. On the other hand, psychosocial hazards encompass broader social and organizational factors that can impact an individual's psychological health and well-being. These hazards go beyond the immediate work environment and include issues such as job insecurity, poor social support, lack of recognition, and poor work-life balance. Psychosocial hazards can also extend to factors like cultural norms, societal expectations, and economic conditions that influence how people experience work-related stress and its effects on their mental health. The term psychosocial hazard is more encompassing than psychological hazard. While psychological hazards focus on specific workplace factors that directly impact mental health, psychosocial hazards take a more holistic view, considering the broader social and organizational context in which work is performed. For the purpose of illustration, in this video, I am using the term psychosocial hazards. Examples of psychosocial hazards in the workplace include the following. The list is not exhaustive, and there are other psychosocial hazards and risk factors that an organization may need to consider. Work demands. Substantial and/or excessive physical, mental, and emotional efforts required to do the job. These may include tasks or jobs that involve fast work pace and time pressure, excessive workload, repetitive or monotonous tasks, sustained concentration, high mental workload, extended work hours, shift rotation, exposure to emotionally distressing situations, for example, first responders including emergency and medical call-outs. Workplace bullying, harassment, intimidation or discrimination can create a hostile work environment that negatively affects an employee's mental health. This includes witnessing or experiencing situations involving violence or aggression, bullying, harassment, conflict, discrimination, cultural insensitivity, gender identity, lack of support in the form of constructive feedback, problem solving, practical assistance, provision of information and resources. Unclear expectations. Unclear or constantly changing management expectations about the responsibilities of the job. This involves jobs where there is uncertainty about or frequent changes to tasks and performance standards. Important task-related information is not available to the worker. Conflicting job roles, responsibilities or expectations. Violence or traumatic events. Witnessing or experiencing violence, accidents, or dealing with traumatic events at work can have a profound impact on an employee's mental well-being.
Extreme environmental conditions. Exposure to conditions that influence worker comfort and performance. This involves working with extremes of temperature, high levels of noise, poor air quality. These can also be accommodation arrangements that unreasonably affect the amount of quality rest and sleep needed to manage fatigue, including exposure to hot and humid conditions with no relief, nuisance and excessive noise that disturbs or disrupts sleep routines. Also, adverse natural events such as cyclone, flooding, bushfire that can restrict travel, constrain activities, interfere with communications, create uncertainty in the workforce and families.
Alcohol and other drug use. This involves the use of legal and illegal substances such as alcohol, prescription and non-prescription drugs that affect the ability to work. These can be use of alcohol and other drugs that reduces quality of sleep, contributes to long-term physical and mental health effects, affects emotional regulation, compromises safe operation of plant and machinery. Employees exposed to psychosocial hazards may experience a range of negative outcomes, including stress, anxiety, depression, burnout, reduced job satisfaction, impaired performance, and increased absenteeism. Over time, prolonged exposure to these hazards can lead to more serious health problems, such as cardiovascular diseases, musculoskeletal disorders, and mental health conditions. Organizations have a responsibility to address psychosocial hazards in the workplace to protect the health and well-being of their employees. Understanding and addressing both types of hazards is crucial for creating a healthy and supportive work environment that promotes employee well-being and productivity. In closing, remember to prioritize your mental well-being to effectively navigate psychosocial hazards. Take proactive steps such as setting boundaries, seeking support, and practicing self-care. By fostering a healthy psychosocial environment, you empower yourself to thrive amidst challenges. Stay mindful, stay resilient.